Hi everyone, welcome back to Paper Crafting with Paul and yet another Walrus pocket tag die set Cool Katz Quickie. So I've been using these all week. These are the Walrus tags and they're the pocket tags because we have this pocket which matches the tag. Now just quickly going over, you get a large tag with a matte layer, a smaller tag with a matte layer. You can see I've got my low tack tape on ready for them, and then you also have a pocket which you can use on its own, but it also matches the size of the larger tag. So we have 3 tags and 3 mats. So I'm going to take the mats to the side for now. So today we're going to have a go at making one of the little booklets. So far, we've already made all of these different tags. So have a look back in all the quickies for a little look. And let me find the booklets. They were on the top and I think I've changed around. Here we are. So this is the one I'm going to make now. I'm going to remake this one with the same papers as well. So it opens up and you have some journaling spaces on the inside. But you could also put some of the patterns and solids in here. So I'm using the Adventurer Weights paper today. So we're going to make this little booklet. And in Wansford, where the Cool Katz do their workshops and demo days, I'm making this as a make and take. So hopefully some of you will have made or are making these right now. And if you are, please share a photo of yours in my Facebook group called Paper Crafting with Paul. It'll be in the description below. So if you want to see some photos of some other people's ones, make sure you have a look there as well. I'll add the link in the description below. So to make this booklet, I've already cut 2 of the large tags. So this is, remember, the larger of the 2, not the matte layer. So 2 of those and 1 of those. Now I'm also going to put a little note card in. So I've done that using one of the small ones. And because I cut them already, out of the matte layers, which I've put to the side for now, I've also cut a couple of the large matte layers and 1 of the small. So nothing out of the patterned paper yet, just the journal cards. So I'm going to put them aside. Now, when I was cutting the matte layers from here, from my journal cards, I had this side waste. So what I did was I cut out from the waste lots and lots of this pocket here. Now I use this pocket here just because it made the same shape, so I knew it was to go there. You could just have a rectangle, it doesn't matter. I just used them because I was cutting anyway, so I was cutting it through the same pass, so there was no extra work, because I taped them together like that, so they were cutting them out in one go. This isn't the matte layer, that's why it's not fitting onto there. The other one does. So what I did was I stuck and glued about 6 of them together to make a spacer. This is going to help me when I come to do my booklet. So let's have a look. What are we going to do? So this is hopefully a lot easier than it looks. And I'm going to put the dies aside for now. So those are my larger ones of the 3. My matte layers over there, so I keep them separate, so I'm not mixing them up. So I'm going to take my 2 tags, here they are, and I'm going to place them right side down. And I'm going to take my black tape and I'm going to take a length twice the height of my tag from shoulder to the bottom. and place it in between the two. And then I'm going to bring this one over to around the halfway point, maybe just smaller. Now, if I was to put this straight on, you'd have no space for putting those journal tags and stuff in, which is where our spacer is going to come in handy. So I'm going to place this spacer here on the corner of this tag, and I'm going to line this tag on top. And so as I flip it over, this tag will be raised quite a bit above the other one. So I'm going to flip it and drop it back down. So when I open it up, I can pull it apart. I can see I've got a gap in between. And then I'm going to bring my tape over, keeping it nice and tight. And from the bottom up, I'm going to take my Teflon tool and find that channel. And I'm going to get that tape to stick to itself, still with that space in between. So you can see it here. Okay. So I'm getting the sharp end in and scoring to each side. That's given me a nice little edge. And then when I fold, I'm just going to bring that in just to flatten that edge. Now it's up to you. You could put some magnets on the inside if you wanted before doing this step, which is gluing the journal cards on. But as I say, it could be your plain paper, your patterns and solids, your solid pieces. Oh, do you know what? I've made a mistake. I should have attached the pocket onto the front first. So I can do the right hand side now, that's no problem. But before sticking these in, I should have added the pocket. So just as we did with some of the other ideas this week, we are going to cover 3 sides of our pocket. 1, 2, so from the shoulder down and all the way across. Flip it over, and we're just going to cut up to the corner of that pocket and the other side. So just mitering it, not worried about it being too precise. Now this needs to align with, so it's going to go on the front, so I'm going to put the front down and we'll line up the left hand side. And then lift this over and lift the bottom. So of course then we haven't got the right hand side because that is going to wrap around the back. There we go. So now we've added a pocket. You don't have to add the pocket, but you need to do that before you add the second journal card. Thank goodness I remembered. Just bring the stand over. There we go. So now I've got a nice little journal book. And we're going to decorate it just as we did with our pocket tags, which I did a few years back. So have a look in the Cool Katz Quickies for the original ones. So what I'm going to do is bring in my die cutting machine, bring in my patterned paper, and this time the matten layer for the large tag. Now the great thing is I can line up this center because of this alignment notch. I don't know if it's going to pick it up. There we are. You can sort of see it's got that little notch there. I can align that with the top of those oars. Can you see? So the oars are centered. Just stick them down. Let's turn this to the side and send it through. And I could stick this now into the booklet and then use this paper and cut out the pocket from the bottom and then stick that on the front. But because I'm frugal and I don't like wasting my paper, what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut it out of this. So I'm going to turn it. I want the green showing, so I'm going to turn the green face down. I've got my double-sided tape, the low tack tape, with the sticky side up like I have in the other videos, and I'm going to place it so the corner of the tag are in the corner of the pocket die. Place it on top. So the only place it's going to cut now, or the only new place it's going to cut, is that decorative element. Just bring it all the way through. And now when I flip this over, let's bring it in a bit closer. I do have this little tiny bit here, which I can just pull off. I'm going to take some distress ink, some black soot distress ink around the edge and all the way around my pocket. So from the one sheet, I've now got both my patterned pieces. And now I can glue on a pocket, and I can glue the top part. And if I wanted to now, I could cut out another one to go on the back. Or I can glue and tape the back and stick this onto a page in my album. Maybe put a little tab there so you know it opens up. So you can have a little flap built in onto your album page. And you can use your bat wings, you can use your Mexican tag dies to do exactly the same. So there we go, another idea on how to use your Walrus pocket tag dies. So all of that from the one tag shape. And of course you still have the smaller tag and the smaller journal card. So I've used every die in this demo now. So every die in the set to make this. So that could be when you've got images on the back as well. So if I'd done it with the patterned papers, I could have done that. And it tucks inside there and you get this lovely coordinated look. So I hope you've enjoyed another idea. So remember, I used the pockets to make a spacer. That was the trick for this one. So I've done them in the past with just a little gap. This though made it so much easier and so much quicker. So thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed it, please do join my Facebook group, Paper Crafting with Paul, and the Cool Katz Facebook group. Please do give it a thumbs up and a comment below and let me know what you think. And of course it would work for any dies where you've got a straight edge. And this one that I gave you a sneak peek of just now, I've actually put the spacer across the top so it actually opens vertically, and there we are. I've put a photo space and a journal space on this one, so that can, oh no, I've stuck a journal space on the back as well, so that's not going to be stuck onto a book. But you can stick them down or stick them in pockets. A lovely little project. So I'll have a link in the description below as well to the dies you can use for this as well. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you all again very soon.